Good morning, you guys. Good morning, and welcome to the First Cup. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge, and I enjoy to drink my first cup of coffee with you. And this morning, we just have some regular old brewed coffee, brewed in our little Mickey Mouse 1-cup regular coffee brewer. But today, we also have a cookie. A scone would have been nice. It's piping hot. So today on the First Cup, the book we are continuing to discuss this month for however long is Faith-Driven Entrepreneur. In chapter 3, I believe, deals with partnerships. Chapter 3 is about partnerships. And I think, let me just look and see. I believe chapter 3 is about partnerships. Oh, no. We're on chapter 4. We're on chapter 4, and chapter 4 is about partnerships. Now, I've read it. I have read chapter 4, but here's the thing. I don't believe in partnerships. And the authors of this book, they do. That's not going to keep me from completing the reading of the word. But it does give me an opportunity to explain why I don't believe that partnerships are the perfection in entrepreneurship. Namely, the authors give some big biblical references to support their stance on this, and one of them is about being equally yoked, and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to give you biblical references on partnerships. But what I am going to share with you today are biblical characters straight out of the Bible that allow us to see that sole proprietorship is likely more the biblical way to go. So, I could begin with Abraham. Then I could go to Noah. Then I could go to David. And I'm just in the Old Testament. I could continue on with Nehemiah, these builders. And then I could go to the New Testament with Peter and Paul and Lydia. So boom. Partnerships versus proprietorship. I'm one to believe more so in the single proprietorship, the sole proprietorship. And so that's my stance on chapter 4 of the Faith-Driven Entrepreneur. So God told one man to build a boat in the Old Testament. God told one man to go where he didn't know where to go in the Old Testament. God told another man, namely Joseph, what to do for many years. God told David was a shepherding a field by himself. Peter was a fisherman. Paul was a tent maker. Lydia sold dye. Need I go any further? I think I just gave you seven characters. Abraham, Noah, Joseph, David, Nehemiah, Paul, Peter, Lydia. And then I could go on to the Proverbs 31 woman, which is 9. Okay? And then, in all likelihood, I could go straight to Ruth, which is 10. Back to the Old Testament. 10 people that the Lord gave a single assignment to. So that kind of, sort of, is my takeaway for sole proprietorship versus partnerships. Okay? That's my takeaway. So I do not agree with the authors on chapter 4, where they cheer partnerships, but I'm of the thought that sole proprietorships are more commonly seen in the biblical text. So that's what I think. That's my back pocket theology for this Monday morning. Yeah. So those folks are the folks that support my stance on you are your own niche. That's it. That's those folks, those biblical folks support my stance on you being your own niche. And the fact that God has given you talents in particular to you. Talents, treasures, all that. He's given a portion of them just to you, for you to carry forth in this your one life. This is Sonia McCullough Lockridge signing out for the First Cup on Monday, February 7th. And by this time next week, we will have a Super Bowl champion, be it the Rams or the Bengals. Bengals. I don't really do football. I just try to keep up because my husband is a huge fan, and my son is a fan as well. So that's my reason for attempting to keep up with football. But yeah, by this time next week, we will have a champion, and we will be shepherding their cause, if they have one. This is Sonia signing out. Thank you, and have a blessed day in the Lord.